Hey everybody, it's Tamika and I am here to share with you guys a tutorial on these flowers. A couple people had asked. I showed it quickly in one of my previous videos, and then I posted just making flowers on my Facebook page. So a few people have requested how I made these flowers, and I just have them on some simple clear cardstock that I got from Regina's store, the Cutting Cafe. And let me kind of focus in on this one, or focus in. Look at that. Isn't it cute? I love the sparkle. I love the embossed. Here's this one. Super cute. And then let me show you these. If I can get it off the table. Here's that one. I did a yellow one, a darker pink one, and this really pretty blue one. Super, super cute. Love it. And it's using the Arianna Blooms set. I'll post a link in the description box. But I got it from the Expo, Scrapbook Expo. And it's the stamp set, which I've already cut out. And it comes with 5. There's a duplicate of this size right here, which I'm not using. I'm just using these 4 size flowers. And I really like the flowers. I really like how they turn out, but I love working with clean stamps way better than rubber stamps. So I have a different little way of doing it, so you guys will see. So don't laugh, but the end result is super gorgeous. So I am going to show you guys how to do it. So I'm going to use these 4 stamps. I'm going to briefly go over some of the items that you'll need, and you'll see what else you need as the tutorial goes along. I put a little flat back pearl in the middle of my flowers. I'm using this is from the Dollar Tree. And then a foam dot to adhere it to the acetate. You need your tools that you're going to use to roll your flowers with. I think these are cake making tools, or I don't know. But just some different 2 different size round ball tools. You need some embossing ink. You need some spray, whatever you're using. For this one, I'm going to use the Prima Color Bloom, and this is the Peony color. I love that color. You'll need some embossing powder. I used white for half of the flowers, but I'm going to use this Stupendous Aged Ivory embossing enamel. It has beautiful gold flecks in it, and I love the way it came out on the other flower that I used this on. Again, I got that from the Scrapbook Expo. You'll need some, if you don't have any color flowers, I'm cut out some flowers on my, leaves on my cameo. So I cut these out in white here. And they're they're Christmas poinsettia leaves, but I like them. So I am going to use some Versamark ink in aloe vera, dewdrop, chalk ink. And then you'll need a little bit of spray starch to get those flowers nice and hard, some glitter, and some craft spray adhesive, or some spray adhesive. I think that's it. Some scratch pieces of paper for your, for your messes that you're going to make. And a c'est-tout, that's it. All right. So the way that I do it, and like I said, don't laugh, I cut this little flourish out because I like how they look just when you're making cards. They look really, really pretty with the little flourishes on there. So I cut some flourishes out, and I got my pair of leaves, and then I already pre-cut my die cuts out. I'm just using white 65-pound weight cardstock from Recollections. Okay, so I take my embossing ink, and I'm going to emboss. Let's get in the frame here. I'm going to emboss my ink pad, or my stamp, really good. Okay, and then I'm just going to lay it over the top, just like so. Oh, I forgot to mention you need obviously a stamping block to put that on. And that's how I do that. What? Yes. Get it in there real good. Slide it over. that out. And I get my embossing powder. Just get that all really good and juicy in there. Set that to the side. Okay, we're done with that one. Move to the second one, and we just repeat the process. Like I said, I love how the cling stamps work, because you can see what you're doing. And sometimes I take this stuff to work, which is why I have these already cut out, and do it on my lunch break, and I can't be bringing my die cutting machine and layering it on top and doing all that extra. So this on top of here, it works. It works for me. Slide that off, put that over, and add it to this little sheet. And it goes by real fast once you get in your groove. Like I said, I just sat here and made all those flowers, so it goes fast. We're already on the third flower. Okay, get that lined up. And get that all layered in there good. And one more. Okay. Okay. Get this out of the way. And bring this back. I forgot to mention you need your mouse pad or your pad that you're going to use to poke the flowers, the mat, the rubber mats. So that's all in there. Okay. Get another sheet of scratch paper. And you can use tweezers for this, but I just use my little Cricut this thing. All right, this and one more, that one. So we're going to take our embossing powder and put it back in here. Okay, next we're going to do is get these flowers heated up with your heat tool. I'm going to use one of these to hold it down. Right. So we need our little box to hold the papers in while we color them, and then we're going to spray them good. All right, a couple sprays in there. I love this color. It's so rich and creamy. Okay, so I let them soak in for a little bit. You see how it's soaking in that color? And if you want a heavier, like for one of the flowers, I sprayed it twice after it's soaked in. Then you spray it again, and then you're going to douse it with just a little bit of spray starch, just so it can begin to hold its own. Okay, we're drying it now. I dried it about 90%. I wanted it to be a little bit more flexible. So I'm going to use my mat, and then this is the embossed side. I'm going to flip that over and get my ball here, and then I'm just going to go over the edges and make a deep imprint. Now the mat is wet. I mean, the mat will get, you know, a little dirty. That's because I left it a little wet so it could be a little bit more pliable. So just be aware of that. If not, just dry it all the way completely and work the paper later. So I'm just using a light pressure on the corner to make a little ball right in the center. Hope you guys can see that. Just put my ball in here and press down. The mat is pretty thick, so you really don't have to do too much work. And then I take my heat tool and dry it the rest of the way while I'm molding it at the same time. Okay, and then I flipped it over to the right side, and then I pressed it in the center while I dried it. So see, I mean, this is, look at that shape. That cup shape is, that's hard. That's a hard flower. See that? Hear that crisp and hard. Those shapes aren't going anywhere. Boom. Love it. All right, so I'm going to do that to the rest of the flower. See how this is, you got to be gentle, but see how just pliable that is? So mold it first how you want it. Curve the edges. Kind of like skirt along the edges. Bring it in a little bit. Skirt along the edges. Be careful, because this is a wet paper. And get that impression in. Get that scoop that you want. Okay. Once you get that, get your heat tool on and dry it. So, next thing I'm going to do is get my little pearl here. Take a little piece off. And I'm going to stick that in the center of this flower. Just like so. Press that down in there good. Okay, the next one, this is the next size. So I just take my flower. Need a hot glue gun. I didn't mention that. Ball it up like this. Take it in your hands. That's the bottom base. And add glue to that. Okay. And then take this and put it on here and offset the petals. But try to look and see where you're at as far as offsetting, and just hold it in your hand where that's balled up so that can be more protruded at the top. So it can stick out, flare out, see? Because you dried it, see? Because you dried it with the glue gun, you know, we let the glue set in that position, it lifts, I guess. All right, let's move on to the next one. Do the same thing, but just not as much. Glue at the bottom. Then line that up in the middle. And then turn it to offset the petal from the previous. Set it on the table and hold it down. Make sure that's where I want it to be. Just hold it for a couple seconds. And do the same thing to the bottom. I'm going to add glue to the center of this one. Line it up. Make sure it's in there good and centered, and just hold it. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right. So now we're going to take scratch sheet of paper, and I'm going to color my leaves by stamping them with this ink, and then a little bit on the back, underside rather. Do the same thing for this one. Flip it over. I love this chalk ink. It's so full of life. I'm going to take my heat tool and zap it dry. These particular leaves happen to be perforated, so I just follow along the perforation. Okay, this one's this way, and that one's this way. Love it. And I'm going to add a little glue to the little top part up here so they can cross. Okay. And then the flower will sit right there. That's cute. I love it. All right. Just going to add a little glue to the back. Get my positioning right again. Okay, yep, I want it like that. Wait. Build it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, I'm going to cut off this extra that I'm not going to use, the top. And then I got my little swirl, also a file cut from the Cameo. And I'm going to put that right about there. A little hot glue. And add the flower, or swirl rather. And then I'm going to take, while that glue is still there, take a dimensional, a foam dimensional, and adhere that, hold it. I'm going to flip my flower over. Kind of like it like that. I'm going to not cut off the extra. So then cut off all the extra in the back. Okay. Take my scratch sheet of paper and get my spray paint. Dap it a couple times. Really light. And get my fine glitter and light with a light hand. Give it some angel dust. Flip it over and tap it. And boom. There it is. Let me show you guys up close. Let's see here. Look at it. It's so pretty and shimmery. Love it. All right, so with that, I just take the back off the perforated dot. I mean, not the pop dot, dimensional, and add it to my clear cardstock. All right. So there we have it. Look how they sparkle and shine. Really, really cute. You can use this with any die cut combo, die and stamp cut combo. I'm sure it worked exactly the same. So try this at home. Festive up your flowers with some shimmer or some spritz or some stickles, and make you a set of your own. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you like it. Share it. Comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.